What's good, y'all? This your country cousin Pete McCorvey, a.k.a. Petey Mac. Man, get on up here. Pull you up one, light you up one, kick your shoes off, relax, baby. You around family. We on the porch. It's Pete McCorvey's Porch Talk. Let's do this.
What's good, fam? This your country cousin Pete McCorvey, a.k.a. Petey Mac, and welcome back to the porch for another week. Yeah, we back at it again. Another week has gone by. This week was good. It wasn't great, but it was good. You know, most of my weeks I say they slow motion or they were just but you know, I told y'all last week was a great week. This one was good. You know, it was good. So I think it's becoming a better theme for me now, because I'm trying to, been going to therapy lately. So I'm trying to really work on my mental health. Hey, black men, it ain't a thing of going out there and talking to somebody if you don't feel okay, you feel that you need help. I say that because it's better than talking to your friends or your family or your old lady, because one, let's be honest, you got to look at your friends and do you want the life they got? Because 9 times out of 10, they're your friend. They probably playing into the reason why you where you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, when I was drinking heavy, a lot of my friends, they were heavy drinkers, or they would, I met a lot of them at the bar. Even though some of them became lifelong friends, I met them at the bar. And I'm going to tell you how I found out that while I loved them, I realized they helped contribute to my problem. Not saying they were the problem, it was their fault, because it wasn't 100% my fault. I was sitting in the bar one day, kicking it with them, I was drinking my little Coke, and I'm listening to them talk. And they on the first drink. Like, everybody just got the first drink, and I'm sitting there just listening to them talk, then it hit me. And when what I thought hit me, I had to just walk away. I just walked straight away and went and just had to be by myself. So one of my friends came out and said, hey, man, we know you quit drinking. We ain't trigger you or nothing like that. Because, he said, we can get up out of that. Like, no, it ain't nothing like that. I said, I just really realized something now that I've been sober for a significant amount of time. My homeboy said, what's that? I said, you niggas are stupid. I said, I never really realized that. Now he's like, oh, that's the lick. I said, no, bro, all of y'all just got y'all first drink. All of y'all even took a sip of y'all drink. Y'all just dumb. I've never really realized that. Love you to death. Y'all just dumb. Don't tell your family, because when you try to go to your family, let's be honest, it's some people in your family that just really just don't like you. No matter what you've done, no matter what they've done, something you may not have done anything to them, they just are not gonna like where you are in life, because they either wanted that for themselves, or they feel like they can't obtain that, or they don't understand how you did it and they couldn't. Because it's a couple of family members I'm just done with them. And they've shown me disdain for years behind the way I came up and the way they came up. Like, that's my fault. I'm sorry that you didn't have that. And, I'm just going to say this. If you're listening, get the fuck over it. I don't give a fuck if you caught it. If you don't think I'm talking, if you do think I'm talking to you, fuck it. I don't give a shit. Fuck you, the horse you rode in on, and the feed you gave him to keep him nourished. Because I'm tired of proving stuff to you. Like, they'll tell you everything that they feel is wrong with you, but in the same token, they'll start bringing up stuff that ain't even got to do with the problem that you have, and it's like, hold up, let's stay focused on this. This ain't got nothing to do with that. But that's their way of getting off and letting you know everything they don't like about you, because either that they're envious of something that you had, regardless of where they're at in life. You could be envious of them, not necessarily envious, but it's like, you think they got it all together. You're like, damn, I like a life like them. But then you'll realize you were bitter towards me on something that was out of my control from the past. And At that point, I'm going to say this. There ain't nothing you can do about that. There's nothing you can do about that. You dealing with somebody who broken, somebody hurt. I would say pray for them, but nah, I say my prayers for people I give a shit about or people that really need it. All you can do is just ask that God have mercy on their soul, keep pushing, and keep your distance. Keep your distance from them, because one thing about me, to quote this great rapper from Dallas, Texas, named Hashi Senju, what he said on the remix of his song, I Done Swang, and you need to listen to that as well as the original version. If I don't like you, then I don't, and I will not pretend to. And that's what you need to do. I don't go around nobody I don't fool with. I don't be mean. I don't go out their way to be nasty to them. I'm going to let them know straight up, I just do not like you. And I'm going to keep it pushing. Prime example, when I was stationed in San Diego, my first time, my first tour, a friend of mine tried to hook me up with a friend of hers. Now, I met her. The girl gave me her number. I started texting her. And when I'm texting her, she just didn't respond back or nothing, so it just fizzled out. And I just let it go. I was like, all right, whatever. I got miscommunication. I wasn't tripping on me. Whatever. I just went about my business. She texted me and said, hey, I'm sorry, I got it wrong. I said, no, it's cool. I mean, man, whatever. Just, I read it wrong. I mean, I'm not going to be mad at you. I mean, I was under the impression that you liked me. I guess I read that wrong. I overjumped. I'm sorry. I was being cordial. But every time my friend would throw get-togethers for the weekend at the house, because my friend used to barbecue at her house all the time. Her and her old man used to barbecue all the time. So we know we go over there. And she would be there. The friend she tried to put me on would be there. And she would just be treating me with all kind of disdain. And I'm like, okay, where's this coming from? I mean, even she'll bring another dude around. I'm not tripping because she was never mine. Like, hell, the dude she would bring around, they'd be cool as hell. I'd be kicking, talking shit with them. But she would always be kind of like mad dogging me, give me the ice mug. And I'm like, the fuck wrong with this girl? And she just always treated me like a redhead stepchild, like I did something out of the blue. But I'm like, I don't even really know you not talking. So it finally came to a head one night. We went downtown San Diego. There was a comedy show at the American Comedy Company in downtown San Diego. And we went, as a matter of fact, it was Avion Crockett. I remember who was over. It was Avion Crockett, so we went to go see Avion Crockett. Now, next door is this club called F6. Keep my thoughts to myself about how I feel about F6, because I'm trying not to be negative. And my mama said, if you ain't got nothing nice, don't say nothing at all. So we saw Avion Crockett. So after that, my homegirl, she wants to go home, but the girl that she tried to put me on, she wants to go to F6 because there's some dude that's a bouncer that's working there. And she wanted to try to get on the bouncer. And they got to a big argument and all that whoop-de-whoop. And she was like, I don't want to be down here by myself. And I decided, because, for those y'all don't know, I lived on Naval Base San Diego, aka 32nd Street. I stayed in an apartment called The Beacon. Now, The Beacon, that's another story for another episode of this podcast. Cause boy, anybody who's ever stayed on dry side 32nd Street, it go down in The Beacon. I digress. So, she go in there, she see the bounce, and I find out later, this fool is married with a whole wife and kids. Which I never could understand that saying a whole wife. Like, how you have half a wife? Or how you be in half a relationship? Like, I got a whole relationship. But anyway, so we get in there. I'm tripping. But lo and behold, come to find out, one of my homies from my ship, the Dewey, was in there. My boy Hag. Shout out to my boy Hag, because y'all don't know, that boy a hell of a ball player. Actually played for the Navy, all Navy basketball team. But I just got this to say about Hag. What happened with your Tar Heel this year, boy? But anyway, so my boy Hag was in there. He knew the DJ. So the DJ let me and quote unquote homegirl He let them come in the booth, rock with him all night. They got bottle service in there, and he like had Dose in there. So they got Dose. You know, this is when Dose first came out. Not Dose, Deuce. This is when Deuce first came out. So me being 26, 27, like free Deuce at best, say less. So we drinking it, bottle after bottle coming. He tried to be nice to ask her what she wanted to drink. She just ignoring him, just looking at the door, looking towards the security guard and all this, that, and the third. And so my homie and his partner, that's the DJ, he like, hey man, what's up with Shawty? I said, man, I don't know, that's my people, homie, man. I'm just over here because I'm just trying to be a gentleman. So she's over there looking at old boy, and old boy's flirting with somebody else. And she over there just being this is before pick me became a term. She was being a pick me. So I get off there. It's about to be late. It's about to close. She's driving her car. So she hooking it up with dude. And as she hooking it up with dude, she was like, okay, you need a ride. I said, I'll tell you what, because like dude said he got off at 3. It was like 2:15. I told her, I said, all right, by the time you run me to base, which was literally right down the street from downtown, I said, by the time you run me to base and come back, it should be 2:30, 2:45, easy pickup, y'all going about y'all way. So we sitting there, about to make it toward the exit. She sees him like macking it up with another chick right in front of her. And instead of her having dignity and pride, she just sits there and just kind of just sit there with her hands on the hip, like looking like really nigga, really, and just looking and wait for him to end. So finally, I sat there and watched her do it and watch how I said, I told her, I said, hey man, for real, you need to like walk away. I said, you going out bad. So she finally gets to talking. The dude walk away and she do all that talking to the dude. I'm looking at my clock, looking at my watch. I'm like, yo, it's about 2:10. We need to go. She was like, okay, and just went back talking. Then went 2:10 to 2:15. I'm like, yo, we need to go. She's like, all right. So it go to like 2:30 when I'm realizing like she's not gonna give me a ride. She gonna leave me stranded because my phone had died and the public transportation in San Diego don't run after midnight. So I'm sitting there like, I know she really ain't finna leave me stranded. So she really was. So I sitting there because I wasn't gonna ask my homeboys to ruin his night because he rode with the DJ and he didn't live on base because he was married. So I wasn't finna ask him to go out his way when I already had a ride. So luckily I was able to hail a cab. This is like God looking out for fools and old people. And I clearly was 26. All that liquor I had in my system going with this girl. I was a fool. So I go tell her that I got the ride. She waves me off. Didn't even look at me, wave me off. And at that night, I decided I had it. I got a ride home through the grace of God from seeing the cab. I got on the phone the next day, told my homegirl, I said it straight like this. I said, if you have a party and that bitch is there, I cannot be at that house. I said, because if I'm at that house, I said, I'm going to slap the fuck out of her. And I told her what had happened. I said, I've given her every opportunity I have to be nice. She got a problem with me. I ain't did shit to her. I said, I don't want to be around. I said, I will slap the shit out of her ass. And I meant every word of that. So, sure enough, my friend would throw the party. She was like, who all over there? Well, I'm over here. She mentioned the girl name. I said, I'm not coming. Or she would tell me, hey, she's on the way. I was like, I'm getting out of here. And I didn't see the girl about a year and a half because apparently she ended up getting a job somewhere in the Bay Area. And we ended up seeing Lil Duval. I'll never forget this. Same club. I pull up. I'm seeing them about 30 minutes into the conversation because my homegirl, her dude told me that they invited her. And I was like, why didn't y'all tell me? And then her dude ended up telling me, he's like, man, I knew if I would have said this, you would have exploded, but we got 4 tickets. We need to get this last ticket off. So I was like, man, oh my God. So about the first 30 minutes, 45 minutes, I didn't say nothing to it. To finally, they had put a bottle in rotation. I'm like, I looked, I said, hey, let me get some. And they said, oh, hey, Pete, how you doing? I was thinking you were going to speak to me. I looked her dead in the face. I said, girl, I ain't going to lie to you. I ain't going to sit there and kick it and lie to you. I don't fuck with you. I'm just being polite on the strength of them. But I don't fuck with you. I said, that's why I didn't say nothing to you. I said, I said, oh, we ain't going to Act like the elephant in the room ain't here. I said, I see that big gray motherfucker with his trunk swinging and him shitting. He there. I see him. I just know how to be polite. And I meant that. And I didn't say nothing but 5 more words to her. But I say all that to say this. Like how she sent you said, if I don't like you, then I don't, and I will not pretend to. And that's what a lot of y'all need to do when it comes to certain people in your life, including family. You need to let them go. Like I said once before, that's one reason why I don't like the movie Welcome Home, Roscoe Jenkins. I don't like that ending where it was like how they was still toxic and all this. And he was like, well, even though they like that, your family, you gotta love them. Bullshit. No, you don't. Or like the old people say, the devil's a liar. Or like them old deacons who go to church every Sunday but get drunk after church. The fuck you preach? No, you don't. No, you do not. You can lead people where they at. You can lead them people right where they at. And I'm a firm believer in doing that. And like I said, that includes your family. And like I said, the last people you cannot vent to, it'd be nice if you can. But like fellas, you don't be venting to your woman. Don't be venting to a woman. Not because it make you look weak because men supposed to have feelings and all that. Just know she be prepared. She gonna bring it up in an argument. She also, like I tell a lot of young guys I work with, if you tell your woman your problems, be prepared when you have an argument or a disagreement for her to bring it up. Don't get mad, just already be prepped for it. Like, last relationship I was in, I would tell her something, but then again, we got to arguing, I'm like, and she gonna bring it up right about, I was prepped for it. And just either sit there and just let it sink in or sit there and volley back. And the thing about me, when you hit me with something, I say, oh, that's what we doing. We putting each other's shit out there. And I'm going to put some of yours out there. And I'm going to make you feel real bad. And I know that's not something to be proud of. I'm just telling you how I fight. See, everybody talking about, you fight dirty. Motherfucker, it's a fight. How is you supposed to fight with rules? I ain't nothing like I hate when people like see fights in the street. Everybody, hey, that man fought dirty. He did it. Motherfucker, this ain't sanctioned by the WBC for the unified welterweight champion of the world. This is me getting this man up off him so I can go home or avoid paying thousands of dollars at the ER. You don't know if I got insurance or not? Yeah, man, y'all really need to stop with all that stuff. But like I said, nothing wrong with getting therapy. Therapy is a godsend. Fellas, go. That's the black fellas go, especially the older black men. And even them couple people in my family, I don't fuck with you. But y'all need to go too. Y'all need to go too, because there's some stuff y'all need to work out. There's some resentment you got. I don't give a damn about if you go get fixed or not. But please go get fixed, because you're not going to make me feel bad about what happened to you and I don't live up to your expectations. Because motherfucker, who are you? Because to be honest with you, I really don't inspire to be anything like y'all. You know, and you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get off of that. I digress. I'm gonna move on to something else. The NBA conference finals. Well, congrats to the Oklahoma City Thunder. Man, even after all these years, that still don't roll off the tongue right. Oh my God, y'all should have kept them boys in Seattle. Because Seattle super side, that's just dope, man. And then, too, on top of that, I could have went to go see him while I was up there stationed in Washington when I was living in Tacoma. Well, man, congratulations, Oklahoma City Thunder. Beat Ant-Man and the Timberwolves 4-1. And now we just waiting on the Knicks and the Pacers. I thought the Knicks, hey, man, I thought the Knicks were going to get put out of it this last game, man. The Knicks, they did like that video. Did you see that video with dude getting beat at you hear somebody go, fight back, nigga, fight back. That's what the Knicks did. The Knicks, they ain't going quietly into the night, man. So, hopefully Knicks, y'all tired of them. We can have 7 games. So, Knicks, keep scrapping, baby. Don't go down. Music wise, I got another album just got dropped by my boy out in Houston, and I realized I got the man name wrong again. It is L.E. Dollar. It's not L.E. Dollar sign. It's not Les. It's L.E. Dollar. He dropped another one called Racer's Edge, and he did that old thing that he do. Released it with no words on it, just the picture. But I will say this album slide, man. This album, because with him being from Houston, he really tapped into some UGK shit, like UGK, like Super Tight and Riding Dirty. Like, it was like a mixture of both of them. Man, it was a very good album. So definitely listen to that. Discovered a new artist out of the Bay Area, because one of them artists had a song with him, which is how led me to find out about his name is Grand O. He's from the Bay. I got to go back and listen to his category. Also, Forever and the little sabbatical I had week before this past got me going back and re-listening to Janae Aiko. So, yeah, music is, like, that's the new music. That's what's going on with me musically right now. So TV, really hadn't really watched nothing new on TV. Just watched some old conference shows. Apparently, speaking of shows, so remember I gave y'all that review last week about She the People by Tyler Perry. I told you I thought it was good. Well, apparently, a lot of people don't. One of my big homies from high school, he went online and said he didn't like it. And a lot of people like, yeah, I didn't like it. He made Mississippi look bad. Like I said, so I guess I thought the streets was going to like it. I guess the streets really don't like it. I fuck with it, so that's all that matter. Now, what I'm not finna mess with is this new movie that Tyler Perry's got out with Taraji P. Henson called Straw. And I saw the trailer. It looked like a mix of Breaking with John Boyega and John Q with Denzel. And I'm like, yeah, I'm good on that. I won't be wild. Shout out to Taraji P. Henson, cause I know she gonna body it, but I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm sit that one out. I'm gonna sit that one out. Now, a movie I did watch, and it's an old movie, but I think my generation definitely needs to watch this movie, because it came out, matter of fact, it came out the year I was born. It's 89er, just like me. It deals with, like, how people can be around somebody they love, they just fighting it down to the last minute, and it just shows how this person got something you find absurd, and that person got something that you just dislike about them. Don't mean that y'all don't love each other. And that movie is probably, one of the originators of the modern rom-com era. And that is When Harry Met Sally, with Billy Crystal and Meg Rowland. Yeah, you can say which I like, you call it white movie, whatever, but I watched it today. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, it hit me at 36 years old. Now, I'd seen bits and pieces of it as a little boy, never all the way through, and he didn't really understand none of it. But as a 36-year-old man, I got all of it. I totally got all of it. And I'm gonna tell anybody, if you're in a relationship with somebody, y'all kind of in a rough patch, and y'all just think the other one don't care, y'all need to sit down and watch that movie together, because I'm not gonna lie, that is a good movie, and it even holds true now in this day and age where, like, dating and relationships, it just seems like it's one of the hardest things. Man, here you can solve Chinese arithmetic quicker than you can understand dating and love and hell, even marriage now. But I definitely encourage people to sit down and watch Harry Met Sally with starring Billy Crystal and Meg Ryan, which is crazy because they played like two people that met each other when they graduated from college. But the thing about that is weird is Billy Crystal like 40, like late, like 39, probably 40 when the movie was made, and Meg Ryan was like 27, 28. But they looked like they was right there in age. I don't know if that meant Billy Crystal looked young for his age, or Meg Ryan, because you know what they say about white women. They say white women don't age that good. So if she looked a little too old or did he look too young? Either way, great movie. I suggest y'all watch it. Been doing pretty good, man, on my TikToks. My TikTok, they doing number. I had like 2 go viral. One I had like go viral. It was a woman who went to a graduation, her son's high school graduation, and she had like a little black dress that was fitting because she was very blessed. God had blessed her from behind extensively. Where they say, like this on blessing, or they say when God gonna shower down his love, shower down blessings on you. Well, he gave her a category 5 in blessings back there, because damn, that one did numbers. And then it's one, and it's crazy because this one I had, I actually sat on it. The other one I made it back in February, just put in my drafts and sat on it. And it was a chart that had like 7 women. It had Angela Bassett, Maya, Regina Hall, Alicia Keys, Nia Long, and Megan Good on there. And it was saying who was the finalist. Oh, that thing doing numbers now too. But everybody know I said this on there. Angela Bassett should not have been on there because she in a class all her own. And one person actually said in the comments, they said this. They said, no, Angela Bassett should have been the guest not the guest, the judge of this. I said, boy, you put that so beautiful. Oh my God. But y'all know me. Y'all know I'm going with Maya. Maya, that's been my little year in my mind since I've been 9. It ain't gonna never change. The 4 women to me in the world that are them ones is Maya, Kelly Rowland, Jennifer Lopez, and Carrie Hilson. Carrie Hilson just, woo, that's who should have been on there. But I messed up in the TikTok, even though it's doing number, because I made a mistake, got tongue-tied, and called Regina Hall, Regina King. And I know I ain't the only one who done that, so don't be sitting there judging me. But I got tongue-tied. But it was, obviously I got my message across because people knew what I was talking about. Yeah, man. Another thing that did good to me, my stuff is getting out there, man. It's starting to get some recognition. So there was an author who used to write a lot of like urban literature, or what y'all call hood fiction. Brother go by the name of Victor L. Martin. He was real famous for his Menage a Unique Legend series. If y'all never read those books, read them. That's a hood legend, Menage's Way, and a new unique ending. Very good book. He put up something today, and then I had commented under, and he said, facts. He said, man, I ain't realized I had somebody famous on. He said, man, y'all go check out. And he put my name. He said, Pete McCorvey said, this brother funny as hell. And to see somebody who books I read in high school showing love to me, boy, that's a great feeling, man. So like I said, man, this week was good, and I think I said on the last episode, but I'm going to say again, like Mitch said on Paid in Full, life is good. Life is good. Anyway, that's been my time this week, man. You want to follow me, Facebook, you can see my name, Pete McCorvey. Instagram, it's PDMac10, PETEYMAC10. Or you can follow me on TikTok too. That's PDMac89, spelled the same way as Instagram. Just drop the 1 and the 0 and put an 8 and a 9. You know, like my videos, comment on my videos, and most importantly, man, follow me, man. Don't cost you nothing to show me some love. Because I love y'all. Not trying to get too good. I love y'all. I probably don't like all y'all, but I love y'all, man. But until next week, family, y'all be cool, stay calm, and get paid. Peace.